Hi, this is Albert from AWB Electrical and Marine Services. This is a bit of a different video from what I've done in the past. This is a bit more of information and safety. So this installation, the customer, we're actually not here for this, we're actually here for a totally different job, has had solar installed approximately last year. And this is in Australia, actually in Queensland. And there's a couple other issues here, like labelling missing and so forth. But the main issue is you've got tariff relay metering here. It's disconnected. So straight away the customer's paying for that. So that's a service charge from the network provider here in Queensland. And this service charge, you shouldn't be paying that. You shouldn't be using these relays on these type of systems, because you should be just using your standard tariff 11 on it. That's straight away one. So they're paying for something they shouldn't be using. Two, it's been illegal to supply and install type A, C safety switches in for at least the last 2 years. That's AC, and that will definitely be AC due to its age, due to inverter supplies becoming more prevalent and battery backup inverter supplies becoming prevalent throughout Australia with the solar explosion. We're getting people just doing these systems in there, and they're walking away and leaving this. So you've also got old Weber MCBs in here, circuit breakers, and if you look at them, they're 3KA. We haven't been allowed to put 3KA breakers and boards for probably over at least 10 years. So with the works to put the solar in and upgrade it, this would have been defined under Ergon as a major, so this should have all been done. So due to these low fault current, if a bolted fault comes in, these can explode or fuse closed under fault. Two, ignoring the fact that that's messy, this board is just a gong show in here. You've got type AC breakers all through it, which means that they may not actually work correctly or at all when it's working on battery supply or inverter supply. So, and these are the things that people get put in there, and this is nothing to do with a cheap job or expensive job or local installer or local contractor or a out-of-town contractor. This is just basically people put jobs in, get it done, and the switch gets turned on, and then as far as they know, everything's Mickey Mouse. And these things I've highlighted, they're not a problem yet, but these have been defined as now non-compliant issues, because that 1-2% when a fault happens, these devices, which are for safety, either protect the installation or to protect the solar or to protect humans, livestock, pets, may not work. So instead of getting that 30 milliamp protection on these things, you may get full breaker current load going straight through that person or pet or animal or whatever. So this is one of those things where it's just, look, buyer beware. And at the end of the day, even if this was compliant, would you be happy looking at that inside your board? I know sure as hell I wouldn't be happy with that. It should be easy to put your hand in there and not be afraid, live, dead, or whatever. Like, that's a maze of wiring which is just a mess, you know? Like, look at the CT wiring. Like, you could have shortened that rather than just clean that up like that. So just sloppy workmanship. I'm seeing more and more of this every day. This is one of the reasons we've kind of pulled back on a lot of this type of work, because it's effectively just shit. So, and you know, how can you soar like an eagle when you're surrounded by turkeys? Thanks. Hopefully this has been an eye-opener and helpful for someone out there.